Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers. And the Groupers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire...
Oh, he's got some slack. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Punt is on its way. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Groupers offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was
turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Groupers are on the move. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking to fire. Release to the back. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll ride his man on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And really
going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. All by himself down the middle. The 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. Power ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a...
Breaks into the open.
That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll run the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Now on the option. Finding an escape route. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
There he goes. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Took a shot as he threw.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Groupers decide to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Chandler. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Kelly. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes a grab on the shot. Off to the races. Inside. Touchdown. Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The groupers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious. So they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And the groupers line up to punt it away. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Pulls it in. It's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The groupers will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Pass attack. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the route is on.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Marshall. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Peterson. Flying down the right side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Grouper. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Pressure coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late. The give to the back. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Groupers. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
I'm going to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. After 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, NC State.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Parrish. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The option look. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps.
Turning it on! Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The run to the right. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Right on the money. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll start this drive firing. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the tailback. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the groupers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The groupers will snap it on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The give to the lone running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Gets away. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the groupers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The sure hands. It's Benson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. And off to Jones. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly would be.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. DB's right up on the receivers. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The groupers send out the punt unit. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. After not really playing their best earlier this season,